Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Dante, and tonight we're exploring the history and milestones of the Internet. One of the greatest advancements of the Internet has been social networking, like MySpace, Facebook, and Twitter. Tonight we're going to look at Facebook, one of the social networking giants. We go now live to our agent in the field, Ian Mellows. Ian, what can you tell us about Facebook?
Well, Dante, the creation of Facebook is a little fuzzy as to the exact date, but we do know it was created by Mark Zuckerberg in January of 2004. There seems to have been prototypes in existence called either the Facebook or FaceMash, but we're not exactly sure which one he used as the template. Zuckerberg launched Facebook on February 4th, 2004, and by that evening he had 1,200 to 1,500 registrants. Then in June of 2004, took the out of the title and left it just as Facebook. Originally made for college students, Zuckerberg made Facebook open to anybody with a valid email address on September 26, 2006. Facebook has seen so much success in its short lifetime that it's been contending for first place in social network giant with MySpace. Dante, back to you.
Thank you, Ian. We'll be back right after this.
Wi-Fi has an interesting history. It was created during World War II, but didn't see much use until the Vietnam War. It was known as spread spectrum, and changed frequency so quickly that the only two sides who knew which frequency to be on at any given time were the two sides who were in direct communication with each other. It had the added advantage of being able to carry multiple signals at the same time, therefore further confusing the enemy should they try to hack the signal. Eventually, the military began to use the open band 2.4 GHz when it became available during the 1990s. Sadly, as computers became more advanced, the security offered by Wi-Fi went right out the window, as computers were now capable of changing frequency fast enough to keep up with both the senders and the receivers. It was, however, the ability to multiplex a signal that allowed computers to communicate with each other. Thus, in the early 1990s, broadband spectrum equipment began popping up all over the place like daisies. We don't know exactly when it was first referred to as Wi-Fi, but at least now we know where it came from, and thus it would also seem that we also have the military to thank for a number of ways in which we communicate today. This is Fred Oppenheimer, wishing you all a good evening. Thank you.
Looking for a new way to communicate with your peers from around the global community? Well, look no further. Usenet is the tool for you. Defined as a worldwide distributed discussion system consisting of newsgroups classified hierarchically by subject, this nifty little tool was invented by two Duke University graduates who were looking to replace the local BBS-style announcement system. These two young men, Tom Truscott and Jim Ellis, revolutionized how we communicate over the Internet with newsgroup and discussion groups. Thanks, guys. We salute you.
Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Dante, and we've been exploring the history and milestones of the Internet. One of the last subjects for the evening is a program known as Gopher. We go now live to our agent in the field, Tara Ramsey. Tara, what can you tell us about Gopher?
Well, Dante, Gopher was a file hierarchy system that was created by Mark McCahill, Farhad Kosaria, Daniel Torrey, Paul Lindner, Bob Alberti, and Terry Nickman of the University of Minnesota.
And what was the purpose of this program?
Well, Dante, the central goals of Gopher were a file-like hierarchy arrangement that would be familiar to users, a simple syntax, a system that is created quickly and inexpensively, and extending the file system metaphor to include things like searches.
And to what, may I ask, does Gopher owe its very interesting name to?
It seems to have its roots in three places, Dante. Users instructed to go for information. It does so through a web of menu items similar to Gopher holds. And the sports team of the University of Minnesota are the Golden Gophers. Gophers including WIAS, the Archie and Veronica search engines, and gateways of information systems such as FTP and Usenet. Now, back to you, Dante.
Thank you, Tara. And there you have it, the history of the Internet and some of the many milestones that can be found along the way. Thank you for joining us this evening, and we'll see you next time on The History of the Internet. So are we done? That's it? We can call it wrap? We've got it all? Great.
Casual Fridays are a killer. I'm out of here.